So Assassin's Creed Shadows is getting a ton of new and free updates coming over the next few months, and of course Simon is back to give us all the details, some of which I think are going to be real fan favorites, so let's break it down.
Starting on October 28th, we're adding a new toggle option called Advanced Parkour. This new option removes all parkour guardrails, which means you can do side ejects and back ejects from any heights, allowing you to risk life and limb for death-defying parkour runs. The Advanced Parkour option also brings refined control for side ejects. First, performing a side eject with parkour up will allow you to either gain height, which remains unchanged since our first parkour update, but if it cannot find a decent landing spot, it will launch you sideways horizontally as far as possible without any height restriction. But here's the tweak. Performing a side eject with parkour down will send you downward at a sharp angle, generally much closer to your starting point, and you will never gain any height. It's a subtle change, but one that brings more freedom of expression, which I'm sure parkour aficionados around the world are gonna appreciate. Now, for regular parkour, meaning this will work whether or not you have the advanced parkour option turned on, we are extending the context in which the vertical ledge grab is gonna work to include non-standing objects. That means beams, lanterns, little poles, things of that nature. Another small but impactful parkour addition. From those same non-standing objects, we are introducing a new manual jump option, which allows you to do some creative shortcuts while running along rooftops, another way to refine parkour further. Now, careful, this is not a full manual jump. It only works from non-standing objects. And finally, we are reintroducing a much requested feature called the directional catch ledge mechanic. To catch a ledge, simply hold the left stick towards the nearest ledge and tap the parkour up button to catch that ledge and stop your character from falling. This works from any height, and it is particularly useful when combined with advanced parkour or over-eager grappling hook swings.
As you just saw, October 28th, which is just next week, players will be getting some new parkour updates. These new ledge grabs, side ejects, and back ejects will finally allow players to perform them at any height they wish, and being able to easily parkour down from a ledge without having to hold circle and completely drop will be a game changer for a lot of players like myself who enjoy having a little bit of flair in their moves. All of this I love because I cannot say how much I wanted to be able to do this, because most of the time I just run around the edge of a building or a map to a completely different location trying to find a way down, so this is a very welcome addition. I mean, I could just be completely arse at parkour, but let's be real, we all know I'm not.
October 28th is also when you can expect a new Animus-themed activity called Corrupted Castle. Any previously completed castle may get corrupted and filled with Animus anomalies, including corrupted samurai daishos and their corresponding reward chests. Up to 5 corrupted castles will appear on the map each season, allowing you plenty of opportunities to re-engage those castles at higher levels of play for even greater rewards.
And then we have the corrupted castles, which, okay, the corrupted castles look cool and so do the daisho, but what are these chests? These look terrible. I mean, the corrupted samurais mentioned and castles look pretty cool, but at least the samurai still look like samurai. These chests look completely out of place. I would have been fine with an Animus glitch effect on the standard chests we already have in the game. No clue if it's possible to change them. I'm gonna guess not, because it releases very soon, but I mean, please Ubisoft, change them. They do look terrible, and I don't know why you made them look that modern when there isn't that good of a modern day in Assassin's Creed at the moment. please also fix that. But it's also good that we're getting 5 of these castles every season. It isn't confirmed whether it's every season in game or every season outside of Assassin's Creed Shadows, sort of how they do their updates. My guess is every season, because it would be a bit stupid to do it every Assassin's Creed update, but let's just see how that goes.
The next one is coming your way on November 25th, and it's called A Puzzlement. This quest has a much more humorous, silly tone, much more akin to something like AC Odyssey, in which we are digging up old foes from Naoe's past who are now looking for a bit of redemption. Naoe and Yasuke will have to combine their efforts and patience to teach those two nitwits how to become Kakushibaiki, which also allows our two protagonists to learn new skills from each other. Naoe will learn how to perform her own spectacular version of Yasuke's war capability, and Yasuke will learn how to stealthily dispatch enemies in a non-lethal way. And you might finally be able to settle the debate as to who would win in a straight-up duel between our two protagonists.
A duel, huh?
One harmless match.
And as the name implies, a puzzlement also introduced a brand new and quite laborious environmental puzzle that may hold the answers to a bunch of questions that you, the community, have been asking us for a while.
You must be a little curious about what is behind the door.
A little.
But wait, there is more. We are doubling down on the free story drops because our next special collaboration is also dropping on November 25th. Can't say too much for now because we don't want to spoil the surprise, but let's just say that
Can't believe it. We're actually getting Isu lore in Assassin's Creed Shadows. Honestly, it's a miracle. I know we get these two idiots back, which is kind of cool, but a lot of players, including myself, will be more interested in the Isu stuff first and foremost. Personally, I don't know why this wasn't added into the game at the beginning. Maybe there just wasn't time to polish it, or maybe they just wanted to keep it for the update. Either way, I'm glad to be seeing it in the game, and oh yeah, you can fight as Naoe against Yasuke, or fight as Yasuke against Naoe one-on-one, but let's be honest, if they're fighting one-on-one, it can only go one way. Simon also mentioned that there's going to be a new special collaboration happening as well. I have really enjoyed the previous special collaborations. With Critical Role, we've got some brand new Templar stories and a new addition to our little clan, and the Dead by Daylight special collaboration story missions and all of that sort of stuff was cool and creepy, and honestly, I'm glad to see this back in the game. Now, Simon did make a big deal about saying the special collaboration was big. There really isn't much else to go off, to be honest, but in the past, we've had game collaborations, again with Dead by Daylight, and different entertainment collaborations with Critical Role, so what they're going to be will be very varied in terms of what genre they come from. So again, it could be anything. It could be a big franchise game like Watch Dogs, or maybe Cassandra from Assassin's Creed Odyssey, because we know she is still alive around this time and her cameo would be big, or it could be another genre of entertainment like TV, film, or manga, or anime. Big could mean literally that, so maybe Attack on Titan, Jujutsu Kaisen, maybe something to do with the Japanese anime scene, as you know, that would make a lot of sense because Assassin's Creed Shadows is set in Japan, but I guess we just have to wait and see.
Come on, guys. I'm trying to wrap up here. What you got there anyway?
What, this? It's Assassin's Creed Shadows on the Nintendo Switch 2.
Wait, what? Really?
Yeah, it's coming out on December 2nd, just in time for the holidays.
No way. And it has all the recent updates and free content drops and everything.
Except the Claws of Wadji expansion, which will come later in the new year.
There's no way this works with cross-progression to Ubisoft Connect, so I can pick up where I left off, right?
Yes, it will.
Cool.
And then of course, the game is coming to the Nintendo Switch 2, and it's good to see that cross-progression will be available at launch, so players that purchase the game can jump straight back into it. Now, I don't know, or none of us know how well the game will run, what resolution it will even run at, or if it will even hit 60 FPS, but time will tell. My guess is that it will be 1080p 30 FPS, but I don't have a Nintendo Switch 2, so I can't comment. If you guys have one, let me know down below what you think about that. But that is the latest update coming over the next couple of weeks. Let me know what part you are most excited about, and what would you add into the next title update. Let me know down below. Hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next video.